I've been here for about 16 months, and one of the things I do is I enjoy cooking for the guys, and they love the food. And yeah, if they let me, I'll cook breaded eggplant, breaded zucchini, stuffed shells, lasagna, manicotti. So, yeah, beautiful. Yeah, I'll show this so you can see it's.
That's beautiful.
I moved to Duluth in November of 2017 to join what you see around me is the Dorothy Day House, which is part of the Loaves and Fishes community. It's a Catholic work community. And probably within a few months of moving here, being so close to Lake Superior, this beautiful region, I just started thinking more about the environment. So for me, it's two things, is what can you do individually and personally, and then what can you do collectively, whether it's with environmental groups, lobbying. But yes, we can do all the lobbying we want and all the protesting, but I've come to the belief that we all have to make changes in our lifestyle. Absolutely. It's come to that.
Absolutely.
As all my friends know, since I've been here in Duluth, I walk everywhere. And a few months ago, I thought I'd like to walk a little bit farther. And I used to live in Philadelphia.
Oh, cool.
And just the whole concept of the city of brotherly love, Congress, our Congress used to be in Philadelphia, and I thought it would be an interesting place to start. And so what I'm going to do between Philadelphia and Washington is every chance I get, I want to talk to people about taking personal responsibility. What kinds of things can we do as individuals to conserve energy, to lower our carbon footprint. I'm also going to talk about Duluth and all the great people I've met here and a number of the environmental groups that I've come to know, including Duluth for Clean Water and Bag at Duluth. And the last thing I want to talk about is this new announcement called the Duluth Agreement. Okay. And it's based upon the Paris Agreement. So I thought, okay, the Paris Agreement was for countries. Let's do the Duluth Agreement for citizens. So what will be announced tomorrow and what I will talk about on my walk is I want to get people to sign up to the Duluth Agreement. If they sign, they agree to reduce their carbon footprint by 33% within 33 days of signing the agreement. And I'll provide information, both hard copy and by email, of all the different things people can do to lower their carbon footprint. For me, it was I stopped driving, I used less electrical appliances, I reduced my meat content probably by over 50%. I no longer use straws. So I've done a lot of different things for myself. Yeah. My name is Tone Lanzillo, or Tony, and I'm going to walk the walk. I'm 64 years old. My birth date is November 27th. I'll be starting at the steps of Independence Hall in Philadelphia, and we'll be arriving at the steps of Congress in Washington, D.C. It's 140 miles, so I'm planning to walk approximately 20 miles a day. So it's a 7-day trip that I've planned. It's for really just engaging people and groups along the way to think about what they can do personally to change their lifestyle as a proactive approach or response to the challenges of the environment and climate change, and to also encourage each person I talk to that besides what they're doing individually is to get involved in either some nonprofit group, some lobbying effort, monitoring candidates. But again, it's what can I do individually, and then what can I do collectively with others.
Is this your walking pace for this venture?
I'll probably have different paces. I'm probably just a little bit slower than my normal pace. Okay. But I want to try to pace myself to at least do 2 miles an hour. Okay. Yeah, most people say I'm probably between 2 and 2.5 miles an hour. And I'd like to be able to keep my walks about 12 hours a day.
And is this the longest walk you've ever done?
Yep. This is probably the longest walk I've ever done was in Boy Scouts, and that was 25 miles. So.
Wow.
When I was 18.
How many steps do you think that is?
It's funny you mention that. I have a friend in Philly who's going to give me one of those counters.
Really?
because I'm really intrigued just to count all the steps from Philly to DC. So,
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what the final number is.
I'd love to see
Yeah.
that. I'd love to see that. Well, this I feel honored right now to walk one block with the tone Lanzillo. Yeah, this is all very inspiring, especially, you know, the walking the walk and just kind of making that statement of saying I'm going there, I'm making it happen.
Yeah. It's really,
What's Tony Lanzillo's walking music playlist there?
I've got Bruce Hornsby, James Taylor, Crosby and Nash, Little Doobie Brothers. So it's quite a mix. I've got Pat Menefee and some jazz artists. So it'll be a mix.
That's awesome.
It'll be a mix.
What would you say your final song is going to be? You see Washington D.C., you see the monuments.
Wow. You know what? I said to someone, maybe my final song will tie it into Duluth is Bob Dylan's Things Are Changing.
That's amazing.
I think that's what I'll end on is his song because things are changing.
Absolutely.